What is going on, everybody? Zach RC here, and welcome along to this, the final episode of the F1 2021 Breaking Point story, chapter number 16, the last ever race in the Breaking Point story. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for regular Formula 1 content, and also make sure to check out the playlist if you're new around here and get yourself all caught up for this final episode. Chapter 16, it all comes down to this, the final race of the season. With a superb effort over the back half of the year, AlphaTauri have managed to find themselves within striking distance of Haas, Devon Butler's team. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 1 month later. Here we go then, back in the driver room for what could be the final time. Can AlphaTauri really do it? Although 4th place in the constructors looked all but assured, AlphaTauri have become a very real threat to Haas over the course of the last few races. I'm really looking forward to this final episode. We're going to be able to potentially finish the job. What can we expect from Yaz Marino? No, I'm not going to be able to read that. We've got a call coming in from Brian.
Brian.
Casper! Cassie boy!
Cassie boy.
A big day today. Huge.
Yeah.
Last race of your career. How does it feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel...
Oh, I'm so excited, let me tell you. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
I'm excited for my retirement.
Oh, you're gonna be great out there today. I can feel it in my bones. You're gonna be terrific. Just remember what I taught you.
And what was that exactly?
Hilarious. I sure will miss you, Cass. Let's go out with a bang, eh? Not literally. Right, I'll leave you to it. Be brilliant. Be wonderful. Good luck.
Man, I tell you what, Brian is just about as pumped for this race as I am. I'm going to continue scrolling through the social media here. We've got another call coming in, this one's from Zoe, so we're going to answer that one as well.
Hello.
Hey Cass, how's it going?
Yeah, fine. Just a little bit.
Sad?
Yeah, maybe. How's Littles?
She's good. We're just grabbing an early lunch. Do you want to talk to Daddy?
Why aren't you racing anymore, Daddy?
Well, because Daddy's retiring.
Can I retire?
You need a job first, Lily. Hey, who's your favorite driver?
I like Aiden.
Aiden? Did Mommy tell you to say that? Can you put her back on the phone?
Aiden Jackson. Bye, Daddy.
No, just hang on, Lily. Hello? Aiden Jackson.
I will continue to stand by the fact that Lily is arguably the funniest character and the best character in this whole Breaking Point story. I've got one more call coming in from her new favourite driver as well, so we're going to answer that.
Aiden.
Hey, Casper, how's it going?
Yeah, fine. You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to wish you well, really, and say thank you, you know, for everything.
Hey, you've got nothing to thank me for.
And look, I'm sorry.
I think we've apologized enough by now.
I guess we have. So, the last race of an incredible career. I'll be honoured to witness it.
Thanks, Aiden. I'll see you down there.
See you down there.
So it's obviously a very emotional day for Casper Ackerman, this being his last race, and Lucas Weber wants to send in best wishes. I know everyone's talking about 4th place for you guys, but I only care that you beat Butler. Race your own race, and we should win. Another email from Jeff, just the weekend preview, and I want to pay respect to the fact that Casper Ackerman, for everything that's happened, he's still 6th in the Drivers' Championship. That's really, really impressive, if you ask me. I don't know where Aiden is in the championship, which is unfortunate because I'd like to know, but for some reason it's round 10 instead of round 23 in the World Championship. Jeff, another email from him talking about potential pizza dinner. You've got all the motivation you need right now. I want to say if you can get us 4th, and that's a big if, I'm taking us all out to pizza. And there's a great pizza place we can go before we head back, and it's on him. So we need to do well to get that pizza. And finally, an email from Franz Toss, the team boss, saying, quick notes, thank you for your hard work. Casper's last race in an F1 car, leave photos for after the race. Regardless, we're going to jump into that final race, and hopefully we can get AlphaTauri that coveted 4th place in the constructors. Knowing they need to finish ahead of both Haas drivers, Casper Ackerman makes a push up the pack as he sets his sights on Devon Butler and 4th place in the Drivers' Championship. And the Constructors' Championship, my bad. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, race day.
It's race day once again, and we're moments away from lights out and the all-important sprint towards turn 1. Welcome to another Formula 1 Grand Prix. We have 21 corners here at the AS Marina circuit, 12 to the left and 9 to the right. It's a total lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are 2 long back straights opening up some passing opportunities into the braking zones, and we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles an hour. AlphaTauri could catch Haas today, but it's a pretty tall order. And are you still surprised they are where they are?
I am, to be honest, yeah. When you look back at how they finished last season, the fight they had in Canada, the antagonism on and off track, these two really weren't getting on. I think a lot of people, myself included, had written them off.
Well, they've been nothing if not surprising, the AlphaTauri pair. And of course, neither driver may be with them next season.
Yeah, it's Ackerman's last race today. I'll certainly be sorry to see him go. And they say Jackson and Red Bull are in talks, so who knows?
Well, Red Bull continue to be cagey about that open seat for next season, claiming no decision's been made just yet, and they'll see how this season concludes first. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri BOTTAS will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Lance Stroll, and Fernando Alonso. Leclerc, Butler, Norris, and Carlos Sainz. Vettel, Ackerman, Aiden Jackson, and Mick Schumacher. Raikkonen, Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race. Plenty of overtakes from this man Ackerman today, and here's another one to chalk off. This guy shouldn't be retiring from Formula One. And what's happening here? It looks like Schumacher's retiring. And I'm not sure what the issue is, but there's a potential opportunity here for AlphaTauri, as it seems that Devon Butler's been left alone to see off the competition.
And he's not having the best of days, Crofty. A few mistakes creeping in here and there, a few lockups. This race isn't over yet.
You're lapping quicker than Butler now, Casper. Outstanding work. We've got a chance here.
Roger.
Let's make that push. We're all behind you.
I'm on it.
So here we are then for the final time at Abu Dhabi, back in the place where it all started 2 seasons ago, the end of the F2 2019 season, back behind the wheel of Casper Ackerman's car. The objective now, overtake Butler before lap 9. So we're going to get right to work on that. He's up in 6th place, we're 5 places down on him, so our first target, get to work immediately, is the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. So we're going to waste no time in catching up to him. We're about half a second behind here. We ought to make that up quite easily. This AlphaTauri feels very, very strong in the opening stages of this Grand Prix. It appears that everyone's already pit a few laps in, so we won't have to worry about pit stops today. So we'll close it up to Stroll here. We're going to try and go for a move late on in the lap. We're going a bit wide there. It's going to allow him to pull away a little bit. We close that gap right back in.
6th place.
Jeff, remind us where Devon is currently in 6th place. We're going to go up the inside of Stroll. We've run it way wide, but regardless, nothing illegal took place, and we're up into P10, us up into the points, but it's not enough. We need to close up to Devon. So our next target now, the McLaren of Lando Norris. Down the straight we come. We've got DRS on him. I doubt it'll do much difference. The aim here most likely to maybe go for a dive bomb if we can, but I doubt we'll be able to do it from back here. Here we come. We're going to go all the way to the inside. There's a bit of contact. I've basically standing into a side pod there. We're going to try and go around the outside of the chicane, and we've done it there. That is job complete. And we've got the DRS to pull away from him down the straight. We're going to try and close on Ocon now, but Lando is not done yet. Is he going to try and make a move? There he goes, pulling to the left-hand side. He's trying to find a way back in, but he backs out of it. And that will move us up into P9 permanently. We've still got work to do here. Next targets are right there in front of us. Esteban Ocon in his Alpine and Carlos Sainz's Ferrari are all that stand between us and Devon Butler's Haas machine. So here we come now through the last sector. Just start the last sector now, pushing through, closing up to Ocon. We could try and go for the same kind of move we did on Lance Stroll just a lap ago. Here we come now towards the last 2 corners on the lap. Still staying right behind him. We set ourselves up well there. And there we go, up the inside of Ocon, and that is P8 secure. One more spot between us and Butler, and that's Carlos Sainz running in P7 to cross the line to start lap 6. There we go, through turn 1. We're going to try and get the exit here. There we go on the left hand side. We've moved through into the sweeping chicane, and that puts us up into P7. We've got to run down 3 seconds on Butler. We'll be able to run that down, no issue. So here we come now, further into the lap, moving on in the race, going towards the end of lap 6 now. We're right behind Devon Butler here, the man who we've been battling all season. He's been battling us in the paddock by word of mouth, and we've been battling him on track too. There we go. He's going to go around the outside in the last corner. There's a bit of contact there. We slammed into his left front wheel, but that is the job complete, and I think we get a cutscene here. Here we go. What could be the last cutscene.
AlphaTauri potentially on track to really upset Haas here, with Ackerman leading Butler and Jackson not too far behind. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. He's trying to win that place back, but which way's he going to go? Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. That's really aggressive from Devon Butler. He sends both cars spinning out. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him.
Too late on the brakes. I'm sure the stewards will be looking at this one after the race.
But the AlphaTauri car's still moving. The Dutchman looks to be continuing at.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty, but he has suffered significant damage. There are points still up for grabs today, though, don't forget.
Well, that is significant, but can Casper Ackerman's AlphaTauri car finish?
You okay, Casper? The data this end suggests the car is compromised.
That's fine. I can finish. Butler's out of the race.
Butler's out, we have a shot. Jackson's closing fast, Casper.
Okay.
You need to go for third, Aiden.
Bobby, third. What about Casper? What, we let Aiden pass?
Let Aiden pass. Do the best you can, Casper. How's the car?
Good enough. Will you give a message to Aiden?
You need to pass Casper, Aiden.
Copy.
He says you'd better get on that podium.
That will get the team fourth.
Maybe, if Casper's car holds out.
I guess I better get on that podium then.
So here we are then, back with Aiden Jackson, the man with who we started this whole thing, back here in Abu Dhabi, like I said at the start of the race. So here we go then, our objective has been updated. We've now got to get onto the podium. 3 places separate us from the top 3. So here we go, get right to work here. Towards the end of the lap, we've quickly caught Charles Leclerc. Could we be on course to set our fastest lap as well? As we come very close to contact, we set ourselves up well for the last corner. There we go, up the inside, and that is P5 secure. 2 more places left to run down. Perez is 2.5 seconds up the road across the line. We've got just 5 more laps to go. We'll be able to finish this job here. So further on now, into lap 10, down the end of the straight, going into the chicane. That was probably our best opportunity to go for an overtake. We weren't close enough for a dive, but we're going to tail Perez through the chicane though. We're going to set ourselves up really nicely here with the DRS flap being open in the rear wing. Over on the left hand side we go, and that is up into P4. And there's Bottas not too far ahead now. I'm going to try and close in on him too. So moving further on now towards the end of lap 10. Bottas right there, ½ second separating us. I'm going to try and go for one of those same moves again. This will be the 3rd time we go for this move today. There we go, up the inside. Cut the corner slightly in. We've got a warning for exceeding track limits, but I don't really care. We're up into P3, and that's the fastest lap secure. But unfortunately, that is the fastest lap of the race. And unfortunately, that is all she wrote for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're up into P3, and we tried our best to run down Verstappen. It wasn't quite enough. We're going to finish just under a second behind him. Hamilton's coming around to win the race. Verstappen's coming around for 2nd, and we're going to finish 3rd. We're going to get Aiden Jackson his first career podium, and that will bring us to a very satisfying conclusion. We've beaten Haas, 4th in the constructors. We've done it. We've completed F1 Breaking Point.
Superb effort, mate. Well done. Just brilliant. Woo-hoo!
And they've done it! What a season this has been for AlphaTauri. Even a race or 2 ago, you wouldn't have believed it, but they finished 4th in the constructors. If the rumours are to be believed, they'll be reluctant now to let young Aiden Jackson go. What a talent he's proved to be, and an incredible end to an incredible career for Casper Ackerman, who somehow found his way back into the race after that nasty scrape with Butler. What a race here in Abu Dhabi.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Casper! We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
No, what happened?
No, I'll let you see it for yourself.
And Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps. Anyway, I just came to congratulate you all. And bid you a fond farewell. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you later. We'll celebrate.
Stay for a bit.
No, no, no.
Oh, come on, what are they gonna do? Discipline you? This isn't my victory, Casper. This is ours.
Some race.
Yeah, some race.
You know, you had us all worried for a moment out there.
Brian, when have I ever let you down?
You really want me to answer that?
Best not.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
Well, the pleasure has been mine, Brian.
Heck of a career you've had, Cass.
Casper!
And I think you'll want it.
Casper! Casper!
For heaven's sake, man, get out there. You've earned it.
So there we have it then, a fantastic end to a fantastic story series. Valtteri have done it. There's Zoe in the crowd. She loves Casper and he loves her as well. What a lad. These two have done so well. They've managed to come together. There we go. Beautiful moment between teammates there. And Aiden Jackson as well. And there's Christian Horner. He seems to like what Aiden's been doing. Of course, he's been linked with that Red Bull seat. Could something be happening? We'll have to wait to find out if they ever make a sequel to this. I really hope they do, because this has been a really enjoyable story for me. Valtteri are victorious. P4 and Constructors. And that is the end of this beautiful story. Following the events of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Jackson and Ackerman managed to secure a 4th place finish for Valtteri in the 2021 Constructors' Championship. With adrenaline still pumping through his veins, Jackson takes a moment away from the celebrations, gathering his thoughts in the privacy of his driver room and reflecting upon the journey that has brought him to this moment. The resurgence of Valtteri as Jackson secures a podium finish. All eyes are on the midfield tussle between Valtteri and Haas and hopes for a thrilling finish to an extraordinary season. Of course, the crash in the earlier cutscene as well, that played a crucial part in this whole thing. A double DNF for Haas wasn't enough for them to finish the job. Ackerman and Jackson are retrospective, the end of the road for the Valtteri duo. Unfortunately, as good as this teammate pairing was, it's time to call time on their run as teammates. And Devon Butler called to Stewart's inquiry. Did Butler cause the collision? He's often been a controversial figure. He's been charged by the stewards for causing a collision and will attend an inquiry to justify his actions. Wow, this last race has been very, very exciting. I've really, really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too, if you managed to stick around for this long. The vacant Red Bull seat, Jackson's set to be signed over Butler. Who really knows? This will all have to be figured out in a sequel if we ever get one in next year's game. So I'm just going to scroll through the social media posts here. Just a bit of everything. We're now back with Jackson. He's now up to 1.1 million followers, so he's managed to hit that 1 million mark. 19 years in F1, which means Ackerman started in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. I really should have done this whole thing with Alfa Romeo, because obviously we've got the whole Kimi vibe going on with him there. But regardless, I chose Valtteri, and I'm glad that I did, because I do like Valtteri. They are one of not my favourite team, but I like them enough. Amazing send-off for Ackerman though, really nice gesture seeing him on the podium. He didn't finish on the podium, he managed to finish the race. Claire's saying, everyone's saying it's Jackson's Red Bull for 2022, but let's not get carried away. Shut up, Claire, we're getting carried away. We want Jackson and Red Bull. A note from Christian Horner to Aiden. Christian here, will be in touch with your agent who said you'd be delighted to meet us for a chat. Here we go. Wanted to contact you directly and congratulate you for a wonderful performance at Abu Dhabi. Haven't seen a race like that for a long time. And Jeff is still very pleased. Let me know when you're free for that pizza. I'll get in touch with Casper too. Sure we could sort that one out. Nice one, Aiden. I think from Claire saying that was some race. My producer wants us to do a feature-length piece on it, and we'd like to include a more in-depth interview of you. No tough questions. Want to hear about the whole thing. And then an email from Zoe here, which is very nice. Hey, and I hope you'll forgive me contacting you out in the blue like this. Casper's in a bit of a funny mood about you retiring. He keeps talking about what a great future he thinks you'll have, and it's obvious he's got loads he'd like to say to you. So we're dining at the Catfish in the marina tonight, and I've asked the restaurant to add a third seat to the table. Why don't you come and celebrate Casper's retirement with us? Reservations at 8. Hope to see you there. From Zoe. That's a really nice gesture, and I hope he takes her up on that offer, because that's just a really nice thing to be said. But anyway, you guys, that is the end of F1 2021 Breaking Point. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And thank you all for 500 subscribers as well. I really appreciate it. And with that, I will see you in the next video where I should be able to reveal what my next plans are. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.